All right, so HFC 24 is in the books, and man, what a bizarre, chaotic, and just completely landscape-altering night that was. I mean, from a main event that ended with a whimper to undercard fights that have absolutely everyone talking, the entire HFC hierarchy just got a massive shakeup.
So let's just get right into it, because this goes way beyond just who won and who lost. We're talking about a major, fundamental shift in the Hero Fighting Championship, and it was all sparked by one just shocking moment. By the time the lights went out, everything felt different.
Okay, let's just address the elephant in the room, right? The biggest story of the night, the thing that has everybody's social media and the forums just blowing up, was that main event for the lightweight boxing title. This was supposed to be a legacy fight, and instead, well, it turned into something else entirely.
I mean, this was the fight everyone was waiting for, right? You had the champ, Elijah Davey Crockette, putting it all on the line against this super-hungry challenger, Gavin Wimberly. Crockette's trying to build his legacy, and everyone, I mean everyone, was saying Wimberly was his toughest test yet.
And look at this. These were the scorecards going into round 4. It just shows you how much of a nail-biter this was. Yeah, 2 judges had it for Crockette, but check this out. 1 judge actually had it for Wimberly. This was a razor-thin, back-and-forth fight. The champ was in a legit dogfight.
And this right here, it proves what we were all seeing with our own eyes. There's a reason people were saying this was Elijah's toughest fight ever. Wimberly was pushing the champ to his absolute limit. You could feel the tension in the air, like the whole thing could swing on a dime.
And then, poof, it was just over. Before round 4 even started, Wimberly forfeited. He quit on the stool. Just like that. The ref waves it off, Crockette gets the TKO, and the entire place just went silent. What an unbelievable letdown, a totally unsatisfying end to what was shaping up to be an all-time classic fight.
But hey, the weirdness didn't just stop with the main event. Oh no. The undercard had its own share of drama and, frankly, some real head-scratchers that left us all with more questions than answers.
So, in the featured bout, you had Jimmy Lin getting the win over Landon Hernandez by split decision. And if you were watching, you were probably scratching your head just like me. I mean, pretty much everyone online, everyone in the building, saw that as a clear 30-27 for Lin. A win's a win, I guess, but that one judge? Yikes. That felt like a bad call.
Then we got this fantastic lightweight MMA fight, John Glodjo versus Toby McCaig, a battle of Taekwondo black belts. You know it's always fun when you get 2 specialists from the same art going at it. This was supposed to be a real technical chess match.
And this fight was a perfect example of that age-old question in striking, right? Volume versus impact. McCabe was definitely busier, throwing a ton of shots. But Glodjo's strikes, you could see they had way more power, way more impact. And in the end, that's what the judges went with. Power won the day, giving Glodjo a clean 30-27 across the board.
So, with all that chaos, a main event that made no sense, a sketchy decision, a dominant performance, what does it all mean for the rankings? Let's take a look at the ripple effect, because it was big.
In a place where it hit hardest, the pound-for-pound list. You know, the list of the best of the best. This was one of the biggest shakeups we've seen in a long time.
Okay, so check out the new landscape. Crockette, he holds his spot at number 4, but look at the bottom half. John Glodjo and Jimmy Lin, the big winners from the undercard, crashed the party at number 8 and 9. And Wimberly, after that forfeit, he tumbles all the way down to number 10. That is a massive shift.
And it wasn't just the P for P list. The divisions got rocked too. Lightweight boxing, Jimmy Lin jumps right up to the number 1 contender spot. Wimberly falls to number 3. And over in lightweight MMA, John Glodjo's huge win rockets him up to number 3. And even Toby McCaig makes his debut in the rankings at number 6.
You know, with all this chaos and new blood coming up, it kind of makes you think, doesn't it? It makes you look back at the all-time greats and appreciate what they did even more. So let's do that. Let's get into the great debate. Who is the HFC's greatest of all time?
I mean, you have to start this conversation with Mark the Kicker Harrison. The man's resume is just ridiculous. 10 title fight wins. He was a champ in 3 different sports, and he main evented 15 pay-per-views. His longevity, it's just on another level.
But then, you've got Caden Vengeance Allen. The mystique around this guy is unreal. He's the only big name to retire undefeated, 10-0. At his absolute peak, the guy held 4 titles at the same time. He came in, destroyed everybody, got Fighter of the Year, and just left on top. I mean, how do you argue with perfection?
And you absolutely cannot forget Dylan the Pickle Wells.
What he did at flyweight wasn't just a title run, it was a dynasty. He set the record for consecutive title defenses, he literally cleaned out an entire division, won Fighter of the Year, and then had the guts to move up and challenge for another belt. That's a champion's heart right there.
So when you break it all down like this, the debate really comes into focus. What do you value more? Is it Harrison's longevity and all those titles? Is it Allen's perfect record and that untouchable peak? Or is it Wells's dominant, record-breaking reign over a division? There's really no wrong answer, and that's what makes this so much fun to talk about.
Okay, so let's bring it back to the here and now. The rankings are a mess, the legends are in the past, so what's next for the HFC? Where are we headed?
Well, Caden Allen's retirement, that wasn't just closing a chapter. That blew the doors off the hinges for a whole new generation. With him out of the picture, the heavyweight divisions are basically the Wild West right now. It is wide open.
The heavyweight MMA title, the heavyweight boxing title, the heavyweight grappling title, all of them vacant. That creates a massive power vacuum at the top of the food chain.
And it's not just heavyweight either. When you look across the board, there are five major FFC titles without a champion. That's 5 empty thrones. This is one of the greatest periods of opportunity this promotion has ever seen.
So it all comes down to this one question. With the old guard gone and all these belts just waiting to be claimed, who is going to step up? Who is going to rise out of all this chaos from HFC 24 and become the next great HFC champion? The new era, it starts right now.